Hey everybody, hope you are having a wonderful start to year 2015. Hard to even believe that it is 2015. If you ever saw Back to the Future 2, 2015 was the year that Michael J. Fox went and rode around on his hoverboard. But I want to talk about what is going to be a good investment for this year, or really let's pretend it's 20 years down the road. Now it's 2035. How can you build your portfolio, your nest egg, so that you're going to achieve your goals? So today I want to talk about diversification and how that can work for you. So ultimately, what that means is the mixing of different asset classes. So let's say the S&P 500 being one, emerging markets like Brazil, Russia, India, China, commonly referred to as BRIC as one, on forth to small cap, international, and so forth. And then you're weighing what is the expected return of the S&P 500, and it's around 10%. What is the expected return of emerging market stocks? And it's around, let's say, 15%. So of course, if you're looking at just expected return, you think, well, why don't I put all my money here? This has the highest expected result. Well, then you see, well, what about volatility? Well, the volatility of emerging markets might be 25%, meaning that it can fluctuate drastically. I don't need to necessarily illustrate that perfectly, but a lot of fluctuation. S&P 500 might need to be about 15%, might be about 15%, the volatility. So therefore, well, this has lower return, but it also has less volatility, therefore less risk. Well, then you take it further. What is the correlation between these two? And let's say that they are -1 would mean they move in exact opposites. 0 would mean they really have nothing to do with each other. Or most commonly, there's going to be some relation. When the S&P 500 is up, so are emerging markets. When the S&P is down, so relatively speaking, there's some correlation. The best is to start minimizing that correlation so that then after a while, you get small cap, emerging market, every asset class, and you build a portfolio that has around the same expected return, but instead of this 15% risk, well, we've gotten that down to 8% risk or so much around abouts there. And that's what portfolio construction is all about. Not just diversification for the sake of diversification. This is one of the great examples. If you go to Vegas and you play the roulette wheel, the expected rate of return is 0%. You have a 0% expected rate of return. The volatility is massively high, but you know what the correlation is to your stocks? It's 0. It has no correlation at all. That doesn't mean it should be part of a portfolio. So it's understanding how everything works together, giving you the highest potential result for the least amount of risk. That doesn't mean you always get this result year in, year out, because some years this is the best or this is the best or whatever it may be. But if you diversify, you use math to prove I have this expected return, I've got this risk relative to others, and you do that by combining different asset classes, because there is no one asset class that's by far and away the best. I hope that makes sense. It gets more complex and you can really get into the weeds. But if you can do that today and keep that mindset going forward, having a portfolio that really works for you, then you're going to put yourself in a great position to achieve your retirement, leave the kind of a estate that you want to your heirs, leave more money to charity, and live your life the way that you want. So it is important stuff too. Call us if you have any questions, 770-984-2312. Go to our website, bearwealth.com. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week.